Two tools that you might find helpful in supporting your student and helping them gain independence using their iPad is text-to-speech and speech controller. Both of these tools will increase your students' comprehension and support them as they're navigating materials on their iPads. In order to enable these, you'll need to go into Settings and look for the blue icon called Accessibility. Once you've tapped that, you're going to look for the spoken content. In spoken content, you want to make sure that all of the options are toggled on. Both speech selection, speech screen should be toggled on. The speech controller, you'll have to go in and turn that on. That will give you this little icon here that students can move around and place in a spot that's not in the way. And then I always like to make sure that the highlight content is also on. I like to do that based on words or words in sentences. I changed my word color to purple, but you can have your student choose whichever color they'd like. Once you've enabled these, there are a lot of things that you can do using these. Let's talk about this speech controller first. If students are trying to navigate Schoology, one of the handy things with the speech controller is when you tap it, they can touch the finger here, and anything they touch on Schoology will be read to them. So if they're not sure what the folders say, they can tap it.
Unit 5.
Unit 5.
And it will be read to them. Another great part about the speech controller is if teachers have uploaded math homework and remembering pages, students can have these questions or word problems read to them. So if they're solving the problems on their desk, they might have their headphones out also listening to the word problems so that they can understand what's being asked. To do that, they just touch the finger and then
11. Write and
11.
solve
Write
a
and
fraction
solve a
word
fraction
problem
word
of your
problem
own.
of your own.
Students can adjust the speed on this as well. So I have it at one time. They can speed it up or slow it down, depending on what they need. When they're not using speech controller, it stays around on their screen. The other thing that you enabled is text-to-speech. If students are looking for resources that are maybe a little more challenging than their reading ability, but they need the information for a research project or other areas, they can use text-to-speech. They'll have to select by pressing and holding, and then highlight what they want read. Then they can push speak.
Georgia O'Keeffe, born November 15, 1887.
1887.
The nice thing about enabling the highlighting is that it'll allow the students to follow along with their eyes as it is being read to them. These two resources should help your students be more independent and increase their comprehension if the content of the text is too difficult for their reading level. I hope you find that helpful and it's able to support your student and their learning.